Okay. Ah! Ah, another beautiful day. I've got ice on the back. I've got tears in my eyes. I'm ready. I'm so freaking ready, it's like not even funny. I wonder what so I could do single battles with Suicune, Ampharos, Claydol, Stantler, Porygon, and Donphan. Suicune and Ampharos is honestly, it's I could stick with Suicune, Ampharos, and Claydol. I'm just doing this for fun. I'm just gonna do this for fun until we get, until people are able to file in. Fucks, okay, that's Raikou. So I probably should not start with Suicune. What moves does he know? Ice Beam, Surf, Calm Mind, and Roar. Those are pretty okay. Thunder Wave, Thunderbolt, Attract, Secret Power, Ancient Power, Cosmic Power, Earthquake, Psychic. He has a lot of men who don't particularly do well against Earth. So that might be a thing to consider. He also might not do very well against... I don't think he has any fighting types. I think Armaldo is able to use a fighting type move, though. I'm almost convinced he's or she's going to be using Armaldo. Let's see. It would not make sense to use Ampharos. I mean, Xatu, but can Xatu even fly? Probably not. We're gonna do Claydol, Donphan, and Suicune. And we're just doing this for fun until we get the actual stream started. Hello to you and yours. Happy Tuesday. It is a wonderful day. Cold as shit. It got below freezing where I live. And of course my room has like no path from the furnace or from the heater to the actual house, so or like to my room. So I get to suffer, but that's okay. Motherfucker knows to bite. Let's do Psychic. Come on, Claydol. You gotta be stronger than that. Objectively the worst Pokemon. I fucking hate Raikou. Raikou's Raikou's fine. It's just... Oh my god, he is a pain in the ass to fight. Oh, Shadow Bomb. Of course. I don't think I know any... the other guy I have. Let's check summary. He knows Ancient Power. Okay, good. And then there's also Suicune. We're gonna send out Donphan. That's my girl. She looks so small. There we go. Oh, fucker. We're gonna do another Ancient Power. I guess I could have used Roar, but... yeah, that was... okay. Whatever.
It does not pay to always be on the offensive.
Ice Beam. Would you stop with your Confuse Ray? You're, like, very inconsiderate to me right now. God damn it, Suicune. You're gonna fucking die and no one will love you. Back when ice types were still somewhat competitively viable. Just kidding, they never were. I believe he is a bug and rock type? Does Surf work against him? I might just want to do Ice Beam again. Alright. Ice Beam. Snapped out of its confusion. Good job. I thought he was a rock type. Is he just a bug? Well, that's not good. Oh my fucking god. Surf? Oh. I don't remember Armaldo's typing.
Yay!
You win. Bleh. No mole. No mall. It's a good name. I would name my daughter that if I had one. Alright. Enough pussyfooting around. We're gonna play the game now. We're gonna stop playing the game and we're gonna start playing the game. Let's see, this is the team that I have. Quagsire. I'm not crazy about having 2 water types. But I think... I mean, look at his stats. He has pretty good defense. Flaffy has the worst, or Slugma actually has the worst. I don't have any stat increasing items, do I? I do not. I do not. I'm just gonna see. It doesn't actually do, but it just makes it with a bad poison. Okay. No, I think Confuse Ray is fine. Steals and uses target's move if it raises stats. If it raises stats. Which means it's a circumstantial move at best. Hello, Hajer. I am good. How are you? Sorry, I didn't see your messages until just now. My microphone is directly in front of chat. It's a bad system. I am doing good. Back is still out, but I mean, that's just, it's gonna happen. You know, it's just how it is. I did some grocery shopping. I went and got some food at a cafe. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm wanting to get back into it with Colosseum. How do you feel? I hope everything is going well. Yeah, no, I'm fine. You know, the back is still out, but you know, it's going to be out. I'm not really, like, too worried about it, all things considered. Yeah, it was worse a couple days ago, but it's comparatively better these days. So I think these are 2 dark types, which means Psychic is not going to work against either of them. Larvitar is known for having high defense. I'm going to want to get rid of Carvana first. No, but I hope the semester is treating you well, though. I hope you're getting enough rest. I hope you're studying well. I've actually been I've been creative. You know, I've been trying to draw. I've been doing that kind of stuff. I've been trying to come up with like more ideas for D&D. You know, and there are some days that are better than others when it comes to figuring that stuff out, but you know, I'm in the process of like trying to figure out a campaign for like a world setting. It's not very effective. Good. Oh, Barboach is having a thrash. Well, it's all about staying consistent, you know. You gotta try to do at least a little bit every day. Let's bite and let's return. I should replace return because return is actually a pretty decent move in the beginning half, but this was the generation that they introduced physical, the difference between physical and special. And I think in general, Espeon just does not have good physical damaging. I think that's what return is. An attack that increases power with friendship. It doesn't actually say. Reflect. Creates a wall that weakens physical attacks. Helping hand. Fuck, it's a... I've been studying the damn play all week. Oh, fuck. So I bet your brain is just completely... Like, your brain is just wanting to be doing literally anything else. Okay, so Larvitar is not a dark type. I guess it's Tyranitar that is a dark type. So I could have taken out Larvitar this entire time. I really need to brush up on what typings all these guys are. Yeah. I remember like, when I was studying plays, like when I actually had to do them for, you know, theater. My Pokemon don't look like they've gone wild enough, but I'll let you off with it just this time. Thanks, Dad. I got back to playing Blasphemous just to get away. I mean, good. Give yourself a break. Let yourself enjoy those things. I've been, you know, just pissing away, just, you know, taking care of stuff here and there, that kind of stuff. I've actually been playing the new Pokemon game, Legends ZA, and I really enjoy it. I've been playing... Yes, this is the new Pokemon. You are correct, Drac. See, it's actually really hard to catch Eevee in those games, so the fact that I have an Umbreon and an Espeon shows you all you need to know. I am dedicated to my craft. It's been a strange week, not gonna lie. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I mean... I guess I have like a whole week's worth of stories to catch you up on. I've just had like, I've been having some strange experiences too. Like a couple days ago was a very strange day. Like, it was a thing where everyone who was driving on the road was just really bad at driving, or like up your ass, or people were just like unnecessarily antagonistic. This was like Saturday, I think, Friday or Saturday. Like, people just on the road are just being complete dickheads or just stupid. Blah, blah, blah. And then, like, but it was also, like, one of those things that if people weren't being intentionally antagonistic or intentionally, you know, like, up in your shit, then it's like their brains were off for the day, which, I mean, I was also having one of those weekends, so I completely understand it. But, like, I go to Starbucks, right? I'm just, like, trying to order from the menu, or, like, I'm trying to see, like, what the options on the menu are. Even though I always order the same thing, I, like, know what my options are. But as I'm looking at the menu in the drive-thru, I notice that there are yellow jackets that are coming from behind. The way Starbucks works, I don't know if it's the same in your country, but, like, Starbucks has, like, those rotating menus, kind of like McDonald's does, where it's like literally just like there's panels on each side, and then it'll show you like, oh, this is what we have at this time. Oh, this is what we have at this time. And there were yellow jackets that were coming out from behind the rotating menus in the drive-thru. There was like 2 or 3 of them. And I was like, well, that's not good, because there is a difference between a hornet and a yellow jacket. A yellow jacket, I think, is worse. It is just a type of hornet, but I think its sting is like, they're either more aggressive or their poison is more potent. What is the difference between venom and poison? A poison is injected, a venom is like bitten into you, I think is the main difference. Yeah, the same, yeah. But, so I drive up to the drive-thru window, and I'm having a casual conversation with the drive-thru lady. You know, we're just like talking about things or other. And then I mention, like, right as they're getting me my drink, it's like, hey, I noticed that you guys have yellow jackets coming out from, like, the back of, like, your menu. You know, you guys have, like, yellow jackets in your drive-thru. And then she either didn't understand me, or she just didn't hear what I had to say. Because then she looks me dead in the eyes, takes like 3 seconds to respond, and goes, man, you're so good. No, it's important to be able to know what's good for you and that kind of stuff, and know what's good for your own health. I'm like, what? And then I try to reiterate, no, you have bugs in your menu. Bugs that could, like, get into people's cars. And she's like, I hear you, man. I hear you. And I'm like, okay. It was like she's just not wanting to hear it, which, you know, fair. I was talking with my roommate about it, like, last night. And he was just like, dude, if I was in that worker situation, I wouldn't give a shit. And I was like, well... And I was just like, well, I mean, that's me because I can't hear. Well, yeah, but it's also like, I don't know, the roommate was just like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't give a shit. Like, what am I supposed to do about it? And I was like, it's not for you to do something about it. You tell the manager, and then the manager contacts whoever is the necessary party who has to take care of that. Like a regional manager or something. Because if there are bugs that are coming out of their menu, and the menu is like right next to your open car window, if not your arm or your face, and you get stung, that is a potential lawsuit. Which, you know, I'm not saying that you shouldn't sue Starbucks, because Starbucks is a terrible corporation. But it's more so just the principle of the matter. It's about taking care of business. They probably aren't paid enough. No, they're absolutely not paid enough. But it's like, you know, I'm coming at it from a conscientious standpoint to other people and to the people working there. because I don't want the worker to have to just like sit there and then they get a mouthful from whoever's in the drive-thru just being like, I just got stung by this. What are you gonna do to make it right? And she's like, what? You know. Probably they did, and the manager didn't do shit too. Well, the man, yeah, I mean, absolutely. That wasn't even like, that wasn't even the worst thing that even happened to me that day, because like, you know, because I was trying to do some other errands. It was like, all right, maybe I'll get some Starbucks and, you know, or not Starbucks, I'll get Subway, because I usually go from like one place to the other, and like if I'm ordering Subway, I'll usually have like 2 sandwiches that can last me 2 days. And I get there, and this Subway has a drive-thru, which usually they have issues, but nowhere near this bad. I drive up to the window, and he says, all right, sir, I'm going to need just a few minutes. And it's like, okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what I was trying to do, is I was trying to pay it forward, you know? Yeah, it's fine. These guys are doing fine. I'm just trying to mitigate any future disasters. But I go to Subway and I'm in the drive-thru. And then 5 minutes pass by and I hear nothing. And the people who are like sitting inside the restaurant that are like right next to like where the drive-thru is are like staring at me. Like they were literally like, you know, just staring at me. And I think it's because they didn't realize that there was a drive-thru there. And so I'm like trying to not acknowledge them, but then they just keep staring me down. And then one of them kind of motions at me like, what the fuck are you doing there? And I didn't even, and at that point I was like, okay, I'm getting pretty annoyed at this point. 10 minutes passes by, and the guy is just like, all right, sir, I'm going to need just a few minutes. And I'm like, what? It's been 10 minutes. Like, I'm willing to give you, like, all the time that you need, but 10 minutes, come the fuck on, man. You still aren't ready? And I was, like, paying attention to the traffic in the shop. Nothing else was happening. Like, there were no customers, so there must have been something happening in the back. And then I started counting down once I got to the 15-minute mark. And I was like, all right, I'm going to give them to the count of 10. And if they're not there by the time I'm done counting to 0, then I'm leaving. And I guess I was, like, a little loud about it, because I was mostly saying it to myself, but because at that point I had been there 15 minutes. And then right as so I go from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then right as I get to 0 and I start driving away, he's like, okay, sir, I'm ready. What would you like? And I'm like, no, dude. No, it's been 15 fucking minutes. No, I'm gone. And then I ended up just getting, I think it was Cafe Rio or something. This week's class, the professor was talking about male-dominated society, and bro just hit us with the most stereotypical shit even. It's mixed class, so bro literally just started talking shit about us to this guy's class. Here's the problem with male-dominated societies. Women, am I right? What? You know, it is always an interesting conundrum to see professors who have no self-awareness or no foresight. Oh my god. The funny gun like the Needler from Halo 3 that it do the needle damage. Yart, yart, yart. See, this game is pretty see, this is how the game is supposed to be in the beginning, is it gives you easier shit to do and, like, worry about. I do believe this is a poison type. It is a poison type. God. Which, the funny thing about, I mean, I guess it is different here and there, but that is a thing you could take up with HR. You could take it to, like, your school faculty and just be like, hey, this guy's like being a piece of shit about groups of people. And there's a chance that they do something about it. A chance. I'm not saying that they will, but you hope. You know, I've never wanted to beat someone's ass that bad. Yeah, I mean, I think the most I've ever wanted to beat someone's ass was in junior high. There was just like, I don't know, there was just like this one kid. I don't know, he was from one of the countries in the Middle East. I don't remember which one though. But he was unnecessarily antagonistic to me 24/7. Like, he kept trying to get in fights with me. Like, he would walk up to me and he would just be like, hey, you want to go? And I'm like, what? Like, he would literally just walk up and just, like, nothing happened. And then he would just be like, hey, nice hair. What are you? Haha, you want to fight? Haha. And I'm like, and I'm just over here sitting, eating my pizza. And I'm just like, what are you doing? But then it's like the fact that it kept happening, and it was like that for basically the entirety of 8th grade for me, that I was just like, dude, you need to get a job. Like, this is pathetic. I don't know if it was Saudi. You know, there was actually another kid who wanted to get in a fight with me who was from Saudi. But he was different, you know. He was just different. Like, he tried getting in a fight with me once. Like, he was antagonistic with me once. And then I just looked at him and I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? And then he stopped and then he never did it again. And I actually talked about it with him later, like in the year. And I'm just like, yeah, so, you know, you good? And he was like, yeah, I was having a bad day. And I'm like, oh, understandable. Like, there were some guys who were pretty good at bullying in my area, and then there were some that just didn't even, who couldn't figure it out. I don't even know if it was just straight up bullying as much as it was just like, I want attention and this is how I'm gonna get it. All right, now before we go up, I'm going to heal my Espeon. Ha ha ha. See, this is when Pokemon games were good, where the only Pokemon who get experience for battling are the ones that actually do the battling. And so if I want to start leveling up all of my other fellas, I need to actually use them. Which, I mean, the thing that I always do in this game, I always just do, like, Umbreon, Espeon, I do the starter, and then I will usually do Entei, Suicune, and Raikou, which I don't know if I am going to do this time, but... Oh, you know what? I need to go in here. Hello, Bricklebork. I like that emote. How are you? Oh, it's fucking Wooper. Wooper is the best man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I've got ice on my lower back, and we're just chilling. I guess I slept weird, like, last week or something, like last Thursday, because my back has been out since last Thursday. Wooper flinched. Not my boy. He would never do that. I'm sorry, Wooper. No! Oh. There's actual tears in my eyes after killing him. I don't know why. I've had tears in my eyes all day. Maybe I'm just still tired. My beloved Pokemon are all beat up, bro. I feel that. If my Wooper got beat up, I would kill John F. Kennedy. Like that's the only way I could cope. Nah, but I was wanting to do more Colosseum because I've been wanting to play this game. I was wanting to play this game as I was getting ready for Legends ZA, and then I said, screw it, I'll just get Legends ZA. As I've been playing ZA nonstop, and I'm wanting to save this game for stream. Aren't you one of Duking's people? What made you think you could simply waltz in here, such a silly boy? Oh, this is so hot. Where's Mirror B? I'm taking him down. Take him down? After the beating you took, that's too funny. You wait. I'm gonna drive all you out of this town. Oh, such a feisty boy. Don't tell me you have to take Pokemon hostage to make you settle down like we did with Duking. What? Oh yeah, that was a thing that happened. We seem to be getting a lot of unexpected company today. There's no excuse for being a bad host. These characters are so mommy-coded. Good lord. Wreath! Wow, level fucking 20 Remoraid. Is the Remoraid a shadow Pokemon? Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me Remoraids are shadow Pokemon. Oh my god. Fuck off. What am I supposed to do with this? I fucking hope Secret Power doesn't kill you. I hope. I am not equipped to deal with lower level men. Oh, that was lucky.
Mommy, where?
Oh, fuck me. Oh, Jesus. Don't scare me like that. Let me know if the audio is too loud or if it's good. Sweet. Fish! No, but what's everyone been up to these days? What kind of fun work and or life and or projects have y'all been doing? I'm thinking of making Halloween art to display on my windows. I'm thinking of creating a papier-mâché skeleton and leaving him out in the rain. So that when kids come up for trick-or-treating, it looks like a man made out of toilet paper got dissolved. My Pokemon couldn't muster a thing. You're no ordinary trainer. Were you hired by Duking as his bodyguards? Let me warn you, if you mess with us, you better be prepared for the consequences. Firma. We don't celebrate Halloween here, dude. God damn it. Are you even living life? I don't know why I turned into Tommy Wiseau there. Halloween is goated, though. It's a great excuse to even just dress up. Like, a lot of people will literally just dress up as, you know, easy enough, you know, costumes to dress up in, like, even when they're doing their jobs, like, in retail and that kind of stuff. Oh, wow. Mantine is pretty strong. I don't know why the shadow for Apom disappeared there, but Bubble Beam is pretty strong. Yeah. 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 We're gonna bite. We're gonna switch Pokemon. Let's switch to Croconaw. I don't think I've been battling enough as Croconaw. And the reason I'm switching to Croconaw is just because I want him to have more experience, but I also want Espeon to get experience. Oh my god, he nipple twisted me. God damn, this fish has got a lot of defense.
Har har.
Let me see. Secret power, how about? Shadow Rush to... It's a risk. It's a risk, but I'll do it. I'll freaking do it, man. Oh my god. Bro has the second highest defense, and he isn't acting like it. Oh my god, Croconaw. You had one job. Alright, which means I have to call, and he's like,
Oh, I'm okay now. Heebity.
he's like, I got the heebie-jeebie. Oh my god. He needs to quit slapping me with his... Why is his little hand wet? I'll use my strong hand. Alright, I think that's low enough. We're gonna use... Let's do a Great Ball on you. And then let's heal you with a Super Potion. All right, we're gonna see how well this does in catching. Oh, that was actually pretty solid. I usually have to go through like 6 balls in order to catch him. All right, now that we've beaten him, now we can focus on the rest of these Fookers. Bro helping hand a wet-handed fuck. Is that the only attack move you know? This music is hard, but not as hard as me. Whoa. Oh my god. There we go. Finally. Get that monkey out of here. This is enough monkeying around. That was not enough to level up Espeon. That sucks. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to bite Furret. We're going to Super Potion Espeon.
Oh, Zay!
What the fuck? Sonic Boom? That was a terrible video game. What the fuck, man? Ugh. Yama's gonna keep getting faster. I really need to... I need to switch out. I need to switch my boy back in. camera shake. I'm sorry, I just get so excited. I'm excited. Umbreon might actually die here. You know what? If Umbreon dies, I'm not worried about it. I'm more worried about making sure Espeon gets a high enough level. So we're just gonna continue on as normal. Furret is faster than Espeon. And then I think Yanma is going to be faster than Espeon, so Yanma's going to go second. And Umbreon might die here. Oh! It's got a big cock on him. Look at that. I thought... Okay. Yeah, I'm super unfamiliar. I could have sworn that bug used to be weak against Psychic. Alright, we're going to switch at this point. We're going to Umbreon Croconaw. We're going to Espeon Confusion. Just to be safe. I want to make sure... Because Umbreon did basically survive, so he might as well get the level up. He tried to blow out Umbreon's ears and then just running shoulder tackle him. I'm surprised. I usually fail to get Mantine. I usually either fail to get Mantine and or Remoraid. I'm so quiet. I don't know what to say. And I don't know anything about Pokemon. That's fine. You just talk about whatever you want, so long as it's not not incriminating. Let's see, Einfile S. Shadow Pokemon been made to fight a machine, but we don't know. Has an extra aura, a dark aura. A girl with the ability to see in the dark has been discovered. No. Well, then I would have to turn you over to the Twitch Authority. Oh my god. Yeah. What's his name? Don Clancy, the guy who owns Twitch? Or the guy who's like the CEO of Twitch? Yeah, fuck that guy. That guy should like lose his job. He's not a good person. Ergow, thank you. You saved me. Do you people know Duking? I'm a fool. I didn't know what was happening at all. They take a Duking's Pokemon hostage. How could they do something so downright dirty? I'm gonna be completely honest with you, guys. I 100% forgot her name was Asshole. I thought that's like what they were saying. It's like, asshole! Like, whoa. We came here to rescue Plusle. I'm going to wow. Not in your condition. You'll have to wait here. Foo ho ho ho. We meet again, kiddies. I'm the Camel Toad Menace. You cowardly cheat. Cowardly cheat? That's so not true. Taking a hostage is perfectly fine as a bargaining tactic. You call that a tactic? The darling couldn't be any safer if it tried. I'm sure it'll come down to adore me before too much longer. You've got to be kidding. Where is it? Give it back. Not running or hiding. No running or hiding from me. Come to the cave. That's where I'll be. I'll be waiting for you, my pretties. Foo ho 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 ho. Okay. Don't dead on the sidewalk. Iconic name, not gonna lie. Yeah. Now I kind of wish I named my guy like Penis Balls Dude Jack. So fun fact, we can't go this way. It does not appear to open from this side. There's a lot of that in this game. We're going to go over here. Perfect duo. Okay, all of my guys are healed. Perfect. How many balls do I have? I've got 13 and 7. How much money do I have? I have 19,000. I'm probably going to want to buy some more balls before I go too much further. That's a lot of balls. What can I say? I like to harvest them for winter. So that, like, what else am I supposed to eat when I'm hibernating? I also found that out, that apparently when bears hibernate, they're not asleep the entire time. Like, you know, they sleep here and there. But then they're literally just hanging out underground. I thought that was fucked up. Like, I would go crazy if I was underground that long. They don't! Let's get 7 of these. Let's get 3 of these. We're gonna need another paralyze heal. Oh! No, but I would say in general we're doing pretty well. See, this is how the game is supposed to be. It's for babies. This is a baby game until it isn't. Like, you finish this area, like you finish like this area, you beat the guy here and that kind of fun jazz. And then you go to the next area, and that area is a little bit more difficult, and then you fight the boss in that area, and you want to die. Because you're like, what am I supposed to do here? I need more potions, or super potions. Blah, 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 blah. More super potions before I go on. Ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da 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 da. We're gonna buy... Do you not just have regular potions? What the fuck? Okay. Jesus. We'll buy 4 of these. And we'll buy 2 of these. I kind of wish I could have had like 10 potions. I was going to do 10 potions, 5 super potions, and then I was going to go with the hyper potions that they gave me. And then I was hoping for 3 revives, but you're not allowed to buy regular-ass potions, it seems. Or maybe I have to go to a different place like Phoenix City, but I don't want to do that. So I was, like, looking up... I was looking up articles and, like, you know, WikiHows about this game, and I guess... the Ori region, like the region this game takes place in, is supposed to resemble the western United States. Like, the area we're in specifically is supposed to be like Phoenix, Arizona. Which I've never been to Phoenix, but if that's the case, then I don't know why anyone dresses the way that they do. You would have heat stroke, because Phoenix, Arizona gets up to like 110 degrees on a good day. Even higher on a worse day. Oh, I get it. You guys weren't the new recruits, but just intruders. The guy earlier was too weak for words. How about you? Are you going to keep me amused? How many people fucked Silva? They ran a train on him. Good lord. Quillfish. I like Quillfish. She's a good lady. It's just Mrs. Puff. Oh my god. SpongeBob, why? Alright. I don't want to do Psychic on Quillfish, because that's just going to kill her outright. I think Bite should go good. It's gonna go hot. Okay. That's the one thing I don't like about this game is that, like I am nostalgic for it, but there's a lot of animations that just take for fucking ever. It's like, I get it. That was impactful. You don't need to be 5 seconds long. We're gonna do... oh, shit. Okay, that's fine. I forgot Swift is a two-party header. I swear to God, Swift was supposed to be stronger. Nah, but I had considered trying to get into competitive Pokemon with Sword and Shield. Not Sword and Shield, but Scarlet and Violet. But that game was just, I don't know. As much as I enjoyed the time that I spent with it, as soon as I beat, like, the main story in that game, I just did not want to play it anymore. Like, the way the Pokemon games, like, the last few generations, I should say, so, like, the last 10 years or something, they went away from, like, you know, the big syndicate group being the bad guys. So you had, like, a very clear and definitive bad guy from the get-go. Like, it's kind of more so, as my brother was putting, you're dealing with antagonists who work behind the scenes that reveal themselves, like, towards the end of the game, because that's when they would reveal themselves normally. But it's still, I don't know, it's like, I like the aesthetic of just, like, there being a criminal organization that you basically beef with from the get-go. I think that's kind of an antiquated thing that they got away from. They've done away with having quote-unquote evil people in the Pokemon series, and that just makes me sad. Evil people exist, god damn it. But I feel like it's also like with the post-game content and that kind of stuff, like, battling with you is fun, so that's good enough for me. If you want to go through, go right ahead. Did I catch Quilava? Not Quilava, Quillfish. Snaglist. Yes, I did. Okay. What the fuck is this? Boing, 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 boing. All right. Blood's going crazy over here. Hyper Potion, 2 of them. Okay, well, now I have 5 Hyper Potions. But none of my guys have that much health, so there's kind of no need. Ether. Yay, you're finally here. This floor is my territory. I breakdance on here. Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom. Sims? I love making gay couples in The Sims. I need my toxic yaoi. She looks like she would be into toxic yaoi. There's nothing wrong with it. It's one of the great American pleasures. Just don't let it define you, you know? Oh, okay, don't move like that. I like a Norith, but that was fucking scary. Stop. What's that? Yowie? There's just gay sex. It's just dudes being guys and having love yaoi is typically defined as like guys who are very skinny and drawn in ways in anime where their heads are very small, but their hands are very big and wide. Like their hands look like paddles. Yeah. My friend Falsetto is all about her yaoi. I don't think she's about the toxic yaoi, but... You're a surprise. I'm not telling you where Mirror B's waiting. Okay. Like I said, I don't judge, you know. If that's what you like, then that's what you like. So there is a way that you can avoid some of these guys. Not all of them, but some of them. I'm thinking, where is this next guy? I need to start using my other men that I have. So I'm probably going to switch to Flaffy and Croconaw. What the fuck is that? What is that? There's just a global emote that's a raccoon? That's fucking awesome. What the hell? It's just a little guy, dude. Why is Flaffy? Why is his heart more open than... That's weird. I will admit, I don't really fuck with the global emotes all that much. I find most of the global emotes to be shallow and pedantic. I'm also just not on Twitch enough to want to fuck with emotes that aren't what I already regularly use. I actually canceled my subscription to the one streamer that I watch because I don't watch him live enough to warrant the subscription anymore. There's nothing against him, it's just I just don't watch him anymore. Except my boy here. Fuck. No, but I've been playing the Legend ZA game, and for some reason Pokemon has been having characters that are just like, look, it's a streamer. It's a streamer, and they are a gym leader. They are a person of high influence. And we're already on the second generation of it, and I'm just like, I'm so over this. I do not care. But if you beat like the streamer in this game, then she's like, fuck ass. It's like, oh hell yeah. She's like me for real, for real. They got poison powder. He just gave my Flaffy cancer. You gave my Crocodile cancer. They're both gonna die. You guys are fucked up. Oh my god. Well, I guess there's nothing to be done about it. We just need to kill these guys. I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, Steven. Damn. Have there been any fun shows that you've been watching these days? I've been meaning to get into, like, actually watching shows. There was this one show that I watched with my mom. I think she finished the rest of it, but it's the something or other affair. Let me see if I could find the name of it real quick. I want to say it was the Henry Allen affair, but that's not correct. The affair. The affair show. The Harry Colbert affair. The truth about the Harry Colbert affair. It was based off of a book, and there's one season of it made back in 2018 that's on Amazon Prime. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the show. But it is like one of those shows where it's just like, does anyone find it weird that it's like a show about a romance between a 35-year-old and a 15-year-old and they never address it? But if you read the book and if you watch the show, literally everyone addresses it as like, that's fucking weird. I don't know. On the one hand, bringing light to that kind of stuff or like those kind of relationships and that kind of stuff is not necessarily okay. But also, historically speaking, it's what happened pretty much all the time. So, and it's not like in a thing where they necessarily glorify it. There's just like, this is why it wasn't a good thing. This is why it was this. This is why it was that. Even if everyone in this case or other was like, you know, we'll let you decide if like these people are innocent or not. But like, it's basically one of those shows where it's like no one's a perfect person, which is how reality is. But it's also, I don't know. I could see both sides of it, of it being problematic, but also it just being like, yeah, not my connection being an asshole. Oh, I'm sorry. I was honestly worried how my internet was going to be holding up. We were expected to have a pretty good snowfall. Let me actually see if we ended up having that. Utah news. Snowfall expected across northern Utah. Winter weather advisory in effect. Did that ever happen? So, it's weird. Our weather has been really weird the last few years. When I was growing up, we used to have snowfall in late October, like right around Halloween. And so you would be like going like around, walking around the neighborhood, and instead of it being chilly, so you might want to bring a jacket with you, like under your costume or something. No, you would just be dealing with just full on snow. I've never seen snow in my life. Oh, it's, you know, I will say that I think a lot of us, because there's even some places here in this country where people have never seen snow. Like, if you're in a coastal area like Florida or California, even Texas, it used to be that for the longest time. You just didn't see Canada. But, you know, climate change is a thing, and it has been a thing for many years now. Climate change was actually affecting Utah in the case that we used to get snowfall at the end of October, but then by the time I was like 8 or so, that basically went away. It kept getting warmer in October every single year, but now it's like the thing, it's like we'll have weeks where it gets up to the 70s, sometimes as high as like 80 or into the 80s, and then snow a couple days later. Like our weather is so fucked that there is literally there's no way you could prepare for it or expect anything to be normal. What? No, but I hope you're able to see snow one day, because it is gorgeous. It sucks to drive in. As long as the snow itself isn't building up, it's really beautiful. Too bad for you. You're a dead end. Mirbee's not here. So I didn't need... So this guy is like... This guy must be an introvert, because he was not going to battle me unless I talked to him first. Fair. But also, isn't that what you're getting paid to do? Why are you here? We got Surf. We got Thundershock. Thundershock!
The reason that wasn't super effective was because even though Lotad is a water type and lightning is strong against water, or electric, I should say, sorry, electric is strong against water, they are also a grass, and grass is resistant to electric. I am the Pokemon. Are you impressed with my general knowledge?
I just hope the Pokemon that doesn't come out here is a electric, is a ground type. So what's that? So this guy is Junior Mare B. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh my fucking god. This is Miracle B. Wait a minute. Who is this guy? I didn't catch his fucking name. I need to see this. You can come back in this area much later for literally no reason, and the main boss in this area has like a cheap ripoff that is basically hanging out here instead. Who's stronger than him? It looks like an ashtray. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's supposed to be a lily pad. But I do agree with you that it is an ashtray. Oh, man. Him in a 2004 Jeep with a smoker mom would go so hard. That's bad, I'm sorry. I dated a girl. Whose mom was a smoker, and she drove a Jeep. And we were in like her back seat one time because she was helping like take us somewhere or other. And my girlfriend at the time, she was like, you don't want to be in this car. I'm like, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. She's like, no, you do not want to be in this car. I don't want to be in this car. And I'm like, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. And then I get in there, and it was like all of the cigarettes in the world had been concentrated and smoked in this one Jeep. I couldn't breathe, and the mom was not actively smoking. It was fucking insane. I got out of the car, and then I was just like needing to take a deep breath, and she was like, "I told you." This was like 11 or 12 years ago now. My whole family is heavy smokers. I understand that. I totally get it. My mom used to be a smoker. She smoked for like some 20 odd years or something. Not the women though. I feel that. See, in my family, my mom was a smoker. And I think it was around the time that her dad came down with a lung disease that was like completely preventable. He never smoked, and he ended up getting this weird lung disease. And so my mom was just like, all right, I'm done smoking. And she immediately switched to Nicorette gum. And she's basically been chewing that for the last 20, 30 years. I think she's been chewing the gum longer than she ever had smoking. Oh boy. It's not a normal thing for ladies to smoke. Yeah. And especially if it was like cultural norms and that kind of stuff, I could definitely understand that. I tried smoking for a little time period. People will smoke for their own reasons and that kind of stuff. You know, it is a vice. It is a thing that like helps with stress management and that kind of stuff. It can help release endorphins and that kind of stuff.
but the long-term negative effects just completely outweigh any kind of short positives that it might give you. Even if it feels like it's like, oh yeah, I like it because of this aesthetic, or I like it because it makes me feel this way. It's just, I did it just because I love to try things. I'm the opposite. I do not like to try anything. I have my set patterns, I have the set things that I like, and I usually never deviate from them. Unless I'm on vacation, or unless I am in a setting where the reason I am there is to do things I haven't done before. So it's not that serious. Well, that's good. Yeah, my dad never smoked, per se. Like, he never smoked cigarettes, I'll say that. But he's done drugs, you know what I mean? Like, my dad, he's been smoking marijuana since he was 13 years old. So, you know, I completely get it. You know, smoking is definitely one of those things that kind of goes in the family. And I smoke here and there, but when I do it, it's usually a vape. When it comes to my when it comes to my stuff, it's illegal here. So, yeah. Well, and I mean, you know, and there's like different laws, and there's like different, like, countries have different ways of going about like what punishments and that kind of stuff is for that kind of stuff. It's still technically illegal here, but it's legal medicinally. But that was only a thing that happened within the last few years, like within like the last 5 or 6 years. Before that, it was completely illegal here. If you got caught with it, you were in jail, that kind of fun stuff. Regardless of what your situation was, regardless of like how you got it or why you were using it or why you had it, that kind of stuff. But the way the culture is over here in the United States is like, as long as you don't get caught, you know, a lot of things are illegal. People are going to do them. You know, and I guess it's like, I guess not to get political, but it's always like that argument about like gun reform and that kind of stuff. People are always going, like, there's lots of guns that are illegal for like people to have in public, or even like for personal use and that kind of stuff, because there's just no reason why you would have them. But there's always going to be underground markets where people are always going to be able to find those guns. So is it about preventing those guns from being purchased in the first place, or what are we willing to do to maximize the penalties that we actually give out to people who have these in the first place, especially if a lot of them aren't even registered under these people's names? Like the shooting crisis that's been going on in this country is, you know, is just, there's no real penalty for people with these kinds of issues until it's too late. So I definitely think there needs to be nipping in the bud more so. But that's just for the situation here. You know, it's funny because I'm set up on the medicinal program for marijuana. There's actually a law that they don't tell you, that if you sign up for medicinal marijuana, you are not legally allowed to own a firearm under any capacity. Which, I mean, I can understand that. But it's just like, okay, so either as an American, I have a right to a gun, or to weed for my chronic pain and anxiety. Huh. Fuck. Sorry, you go to shift your body a little bit, and then the back spasms happen, and you're like, ah. I want to say it's like a result of getting older, but the reality is I've had back issues like this since I was 8, but they've always like come and gone. Like, I remember sleeping on the floor to straighten my back out as young as 8 years old. So it's just how it goes. So Metatite is a fighting and a psychic, so is Bagon a dragon? Bagon is not a dragon. I don't think it becomes a dragon until Salamence?
I like Nummel. I always liked Nummel. Whoa! Alright, we're going to throw this ball at this beautiful woman. I wasn't gonna say a bad word. Oh, man. I apologize for how loud that was. I gotta oil this shit, man. I need some, like, grease. I like that. Hello. Ah, yeah. I didn't even hear it, but okay. Whenever I'm on Discord calls with some friends of mine, I'll move my mic arm, and it'll just sound like a metal creaking door. Just... And they're like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, it was my mic arm. You know this. It happens every time. My Pokemon were shut down? Yeah, like the Amazon servers on Monday last week. That was a fucking thing. So apparently, I guess all of Amazon was down. Like, all the servers that they license out to everyone who, you know, uses them for internet stabilization and, like, you know, internet provider kind of stuff. And it's weird to think of how many different businesses and industries use Amazon. Of course, you know, there's Amazon itself. But then there's other things like facilities and like work businesses will use Amazon's private like networking servers. So this really strange thing happened where my mom was like trying to get some grades done in her school program. And I think the school program is basically the same everywhere in the United States, maybe in like other places like Canada. It's like the same base program handled under different administrations that go through different service providers. So what does that mean? Well, that means my mom was trying to get some grading done, but because her school district that she works at uses Amazon for its internet provider, all of the internet was down for the entire school district last Monday, and so nothing was able to get done. Lesson plans, like presentations, videos, that kind of stuff, nothing. Which is very weird because last Monday, I do not remember Twitch being down. Which, you know, I don't know how necessarily big Twitch is, but I would assume it's pretty sizable for Amazon's processing units. I don't know. Or like service units, I should say. But it was like a company-wide thing for them, so. Which, yes, Twitch is different than Amazon, but it doesn't change the fact that Twitch goes through Amazon when it comes to actually broadcasting into the internet, which is especially funny to me because I guess other streaming platforms like Kick also use the exact same internet platforms and providers that Twitch does. Like, everything goes through Amazon. And so a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, like the actual like service and like real-time connection that you can have is better. But it's the exact same. Like, they try to find any justifications they have for their bigoted platform to be, you know, comparable. You know. It's funny because I was interested in Kick at first. It was like, oh, it's a different streaming platform. You know, Twitch fucking sucks. And, you know, it has like really bad policies. I'm going to see what Kick is about. And it was like walking into a landmine. And I was like, oh, no. I don't like any of this. But at least gambling's legal. Gambling isn't even legal on Kick anymore, I don't think. Like, that was something they backtracked on Maybe they didn't. I don't know. I just remember like all of like the pro reasons why you should be on this ended up being not true or something that they ended up just backpedaling on down the line. So it's just like, oh, okay. One of the streams I used to watch all the time switched to Kick. That they got radicalized, man. That's which the really sad thing is if Twitch is not radical enough for you already, you're far gone. Like you need Jesus. I literally downloaded just to watch him. Oh man. But I literally stopped. I mean, because you're not willing to go over to a fucked up place like that. You shouldn't need to. I ain't going there. Fuck him. Well, but it's also, it's a big ask to have people go from one platform to the other like that. If I were to potentially do that, I would not ask people. I would just be like, man, it's not that I want to leave, but I just feel like I can't stay. If this is the end, then I understand you guys have been great. But like, if it's like one of those things where you expect people to follow you into this new place, it's like, yeah, and you need to be consistent. You need to do the same thing. And you try to go on business as normal and then expect the incoming culture, which is completely different, to still be like just as respectful, if not receptive to like whatever kind of vibe that you bring in with you. It's fucking night and day. I'm gonna do Bite to Mareep. I'm gonna do Confusion to Dunsparce. It's not super effective against Dunsparce, but that is a good amount of damage. I would honestly say my biggest critique when it comes to online entertainment and that kind of stuff, which really is, you could just say the same thing about sports or any kind of media in general. Everything is just way too corporatized. Everything is owned by the same, like, two people. And it makes it so, like, actual diversity is just not an option in terms of, like, how things are able to get spread. Because once everything is, like, funneled down into one core power group, you're basically, like, you're only going to be worrying about, like, trying to mitigate, you know, potential disasters in the future and that kind of stuff. So it's just a fucking... I don't know. I wish that there were, like, online video platforms that were as good as YouTube without all the corporate bullshit. And I would honestly say the same thing about Twitch. And there's, like, other streaming services other than Twitch, but in terms of corporate, I don't know if they're necessarily better. This is the easiest run I've been having, like, with this game so far. I usually struggle more catching most of these guys. I just know that by the time I get to Entei, it's gonna fuck me up. Let's see. It is currently 4:14 p.m. What time would you say it is for you right now, Hajer? I know you usually stay up pretty late. I hope I'm not keeping you up later than you normally would be. That is a major thing when it comes to streaming, is I know I'm not supposed to technically, you know, try to hold myself to anyone else's schedules or anything, but I want to make sure that I'm able to give you enough time that you can, like, watch and you can, that kind of stuff. 1 a.m.? Oh, that's not. That is a lot earlier than I thought it would be for you. I'm going to save again just because I wasn't paying attention. I stay up all night anyway. I feel that. I try not to. I really try not to, but it's just... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, you know, you're here and you actually interact and that kind of stuff, and I absolutely love and respect that. And I want to make sure that I do right by you, you know? It's about appeasing. It's about appeasing those and doing that kind of stuff. And I will admit that my schedule has been absolutely borked and... Eh. Duking's finished. It's the dawning of Mirror B's time. Evat. What the fuck? Yeah, these are good names. I feel like a lot of these names are supposed to be like anagrams of other names. Like you switch around the letters and they're supposed to be like more they're supposed to be theoretically more concise or understandable names. But then you get names like Bork and you're like, oh, okay, that's just Bork. And Bork is like, I'm going to use my Geodude and my Tadpole. And you're just like, Tadpole's not a Pokemon. You like Lombre? His ashtray turned into a sombrero. It's a ashtray sombrero. They turned him Hispanic. When you see the final evolution for Lombre, I hope you love him. The final Evo is a good fella. What have you done to my Pokemon? Is Mirror B's age really going to arrive? I don't know why you need to talk about a dude's age like that. Mirror B seems like the kind of guy who would not like to admit how old he is. Just because I'm 37 doesn't mean I'm not young in heart. It's like, 37's pretty young. I didn't say it wasn't young. What? Is this the way I'm supposed to go? Oh, shit. That might be the way I'm supposed to go. Oh, no. That's the way I'm supposed to go. That's right. Okay. Let me see. I'm probably going to switch my men. I feel so old and I'm only 23. What do you mean I'm not a teen anymore? I'm 27. Like, I'm getting closer to 30 every single day. And I just hope that all that means is my mental health is going to start getting better. Because I hear that it's when you're in your 20s that your mental health is theoretically at its worst. So I just hope that that's the case and, like, my brain starts calming down and I stop having anxiety and I stop thinking that everyone hates me. Because it's like one of those things is like, I mean, I've been going to therapy and it's not enough. So at that point, it's just like, when it's like, oh, do I need to pay even more money for a psychiatrist? That's a lot of work. Meanwhile, the reality is I feel like I'm still, personality-wise, I feel like I'm still like 19 years old. Like I'm still an adult that's trying to figure out how to be an adult. I always thought 30s is the age where you get your shit together. Typically. Though I will say that when it comes to some people here and there, if you don't at least start getting your shit together by the time you're like 25, and by getting your shit together, I more mean like if you're constantly like partying, like trying to cause a ruckus, or if you're like in and out of jail, or if you're like, you know, an absentee parent or that kind of stuff, that's like you figure it out, you know. I more mean like that. Josh Peck. That was a strong Josh Peck. Which is, I will admit that I think that's a regret of mine, is that I was always so focused on like making sure that I did well in all of my classes and I never got in trouble, that I didn't do any of like the typical stuff that people my age do. Like, I never went to a college party. Like, I never went to like a frat party or anything like that. I think the extent of parties that I've ever been to were like Halloween themed, and even then I never really drank. You know, considering my family, you know, like my dad, it's kind of like one of those things. It's like, I feel like I'm not living the quote unquote American way, or like the way someone my age is supposed to be living. I always felt like I was acting older than my age. And now I'm at a point where now I'm starting to feel older, and I'm like, oh God. Oh, high school wasn't that fun to me because I tried to please my parents. See, I didn't need to necessarily worry about pleasing my parents, but it was more so that I had higher expectations of myself than I should have. Which is something that still applies even today for me. Like, I think I should be able to do so much more, and I should be doing so much more than I am. The parents never really had, like... It's not that they didn't have expectations for me. They just wanted me to, like, basically enjoy myself. But I felt like, outside of, like, doing art, I never really went out of my way to try to, like, I guess, be my age. They were not pleased anyway. Well, at the end of the day, fuck them. You know, it's... You can only try to please everyone else for so long until you have to do what's right for you. You have to live by your own account. You just gotta live life for yourself. And if they don't understand that, or if they're not going to accept it, then fuck them. They don't need to be a part of that. I really regret not having fun back then and take things less seriously. I will admit that I've always been really blessed with that. Like, my parents always, like, they wanted me to at least do well and to, like, have good character and that kind of stuff. They wanted me to have fun, but they also wanted me to be serious when I need to be, or to focus on, like, the right things here and there. So... I've always had a really good relationship with my parents in that respect. And even when it comes to people in my local community, I see so many broken homes, and I see so many people who are just have like very complicated, if not just bad relationships with their parents, that it took me a long time to understand how that could even be the case. Because my brain, I just couldn't understand it. It was just like, well, I mean... Parents are supposed to love you and accept you no matter what and that kind of stuff. And they'll always want right by you, but that isn't always the case. And it's just fucking heartbreaking. What do you mean water's not effective against bug? It's bugs! I guess mosquitoes are born in water, so whatever. Pikachu, use acid. Oh my god, there's a cartoon of someone's coughing or whatever using acid on Ash's Pikachu, and Pikachu has the worst trip of its life. I know I've shared that story before, but there was a girl in my high school theater class that for some reason was just a strange character. Like, she was a popular girl. Everyone loved her, and like everyone like always had really nice things to say about her and that fun jazz. But for some reason, she just knew certain things that were just very questionable. Like, this was like a theater girl. Like, she had been doing theater her entire life. She had been in like some, Z-list movies or something, like very small scale productions that were on Amazon and that kind of stuff that you can watch. And she was a very accredited actress, and I think she still is, and she's been getting better. I remember the one conversation I ever had with her, the one interaction. She just walked up to me. We were both, like 16, 17. And she's like, acid activates an extra 10% of the brain. Did you know that? And there was like the first first off, what an icebreaker. That's the first time having a conversation with someone who you've been like, acquainted with for God who knows how many months now. And that's the first real conversation you have with them. Hey, drugs. Absolutely. Maybe, and to be fair, I do give off the vibe of someone who would be like all about the crazy drugs. I think it's just I think I may have inherited that from my dad. The reality is that if it's anything crazier than weed, I'm not going to be interested in it. But also, like, if it's just like a random person that I've met before and it's like, hey, you want to do this drug? I'm like, no. Who the fuck are you? Like, I am so unbelievably paranoid about that shit that I just, like, I'm gonna, like, smoke weed with this person, and then they're gonna turn out to be the living incarnation of, like, evil Gandhi from Civilization Revolution, and he's just gonna steal my wallet. None of that probably makes any sense. It's a scary thing, actually. No, it's absolutely very scary. You take that advice, kids. Don't do drugs. But if you are going to do drugs, make sure you're old enough and you're responsible and you have rides. I'd say don't be in public. Make sure it's safe. Don't do it. That kind of fun stuff. But it's actually a fun side tangent. The Civilization games? The games where you could play as world leaders and then you could basically go to war with other countries with like these historical figures and all that fun jazz. Yeah. So, did you know about Gandhi in a lot of those games being a warmongerer? Like, for some reason, in like some games, like some Civilization, I don't think it was all of them, but it was at least one or two of them. Like, I think it was one of the first Civilization games, and then an exclusive one that they put out for the Xbox, where for whatever reason, the values of like, I guess it's like a common thing in coding where you put in values, like numerical values for like how people are going to react, like in these situations, like, oh, what is the likelihood that this guy is going to want to go to war with this guy or that guy? And Gandhi's is always set to be super low because he's Gandhi. But for some reason, something happened in like these two games where in the process of them like porting the game or like trying to figure out the coding or whatever, the values got reversed. And so if you ended up playing a file and Gandhi was one of the other civilizations that you were, existing, if not contending with, there was like a 4 out of 5 chance that at some point Gandhi was going to declare war with you. And I do think that ended up being a controversy with a lot of people in the southeastern communities. It was like, that's not what Gandhi would have done. So I do remember that being like a very serious thing. But at least in my house, my dad is always just like, oh yeah, We just hope that he doesn't turn out to be a warmonger like Gandhi, and it's supposed to be an in-joke because of that one video game. So even though it's not necessarily correct, I will have, like, just these thoughts in my head where I'll just imagine Gandhi and he's just, like, up to no good. If I met Gandhi, though, in real life, like, if I had the opportunity... I think I would have been George Harrison. I think he would have changed my life. I think I would have been like, this man, he gets it. I love this man. That was loud. We're going to bite Swablu. We're going to use Confusion on Lotad. I always find him creepy looking. I don't know why. Well, I think it's because he was always... I think it was a combination of the glasses. A combination of the glasses, but he was always, like, really skinny. Because that's just kind of how it was. Like, I think it is something about his face, but to me, I always thought he just kind of had, like, that old man face. Let's do... It's a risk. What do you mean glasses are actually hot? There are some glasses that can be just not appealing, though. Like you know, those bottle cap glasses, like the ones that are like super round and they're like pretty thick and that kind of stuff. Looks like you got beakers coming at your eyes. If you say old man face. I think of old man face these days, I think of Harrison Ford. Which is, because I know what he looked like when he was younger, but it doesn't change the fact that I just always... When I think of old man, I think like, oh yeah, they probably look like Harrison Ford. Like, kind of rugged. You know, like, decent though. You know, decent. It's either him or it's John Travolta for me. When I think of old man face. When I think of old woman, I think of Maggie Smith. God rest her soul. Oh, this is gonna suck. My friend Jonathan texted me. They're wanting to play this game called Vampire Survivor, which I've never played before, so I'm hoping I can play with them and I can get familiar with it, and it can turn out okay. Robert De Niro with his grumpy face. You know what? Yes, Robert De Niro is exactly who I'm thinking of. I think of old man and I think of Robert De Niro, because he looks like he wouldn't have teeth anymore, but he still does. He's like one of those who's like, the pudding is... Gabagoo. If I use Swift should take him out. Yeah, we'll do Swift. Gotta get Swifty. Yay! Oh my god, my fucking back! You go to just like shift your spine around, like you're literally just adjusting in place, and then the back is just like, oh, I didn't like that. Why is being old like this?
Don't get old, Hajer. It's fake. It's not real. They don't grease up your joints like they used to. By the time you're 25, they take you into the brig and they inject needles into your elbows and all your joints full of oil. I promise I won't, Grandpa. Thank you. I appreciate that. The thought of being a grandpa is fucking terrifying to me. I do not expect to be old enough to be a grandpa. No, it's fine. I don't care. I was young enough to remember when Generation 3 of Pokemon was new and exciting. They introduced Sceptile and I said, motherfucker, that's my jam. I don't care. No, you're fine. You're fine. If you were like 13 years old saying that, I would just be like, fuck, okay, whatever. But you're like 4 years younger than me? Like, it's not... I could call you old if I really wanted to, but you know? Did I save? I think I saved. Hey, 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 people, going that way is a no-no. You're a criminal. Why would I care what you say? The ashtray Pokemon are fully evolved, and look, they wear sombreros. And they dance. Dance with me. Come on, y'all. How far is this? Ha ha! Petro Circus, what the fuck? Hello? Did my internet go out? Has any of this stopped? It said that it was connecting to chat. Whatever, OBS. It was oh so close for everything to turn out just right, just the way we had hoped. I don't know, like, it said that my internet connection was lost. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just OBS being OBS. I can salvage our plan by beating you, little man, and so there's time for one last frantic dance before the grand finale. Let the music play. Get ready to be listening to this music for the next 15 minutes. I'm not even kidding. This fight takes like 15 minutes. You're going to see why. All right, we're going to do Bite. We're going to do Thunder Shock. That's good. I'm not complaining. I am. I expect my shit to work. Why did he have both of his guys use Rain Dance? Was this guy born yesterday? Ah, shit. So the electric does do more damage, but I think it would have been better if I had just... Okay, well.
Maybe I'll just use these guys until they faint. That might be the course of action. I probably should have been using my higher leveled guys, but whatever. So anyway, while we're waiting for this impossibly long battle, what do you mean?
What do you mean they both flinched? Ooh. Ooh, that makes me just a little angry.
Why are they faster than me? Okay. I was about to say, let's have a conversation on the state of matter. You do what you gotta do. I'm going to recount a story from my youth. The Halloween story of Dunkaroni. I was 4 years old when I face planted into a pile of snow in my front yard. I was dressed as a vampire and it ruined my makeup. And the sudden cold impact made me cry. And my mom laughed at me. She laughed. It was like one of those things. She's like, ah, fuck, okay. If I was in her situation, I'd laugh too. There's something about your kid face planting into snow. And then you're just like, are you fine? Oh yeah, you're fine. Oh, that was my knee. Halloween is Friday. I wish I was special enough to dress up, but I am nor. See, this is the part that sucks about this fight, is that this guy uses 4 health sponges in a fucking row. And by the time he gets to his last Pokemon that isn't this, you feel like you've found an oasis in the desert. We're gonna switch both these guys out for... Does Sligma still not have enough? Sligma still does not have enough. I might just let Croconaw and Flaffy die. They have enough experience. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think we've been going for like 10 minutes. Yeah, the music's still going. I like it, but boy howdy, it makes you realize how you want something to go away. And welcome back. Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
bullshit. Oh, hello. Oh, goodbye. We're gonna switch to Espeon. Oh, please no. All that hard work for no. I have the Red Dead Redemption theme for my PlayStation. It's burning at the back of my brain. Yeah. I always hear it when I'm quiet, like no joke. No, I mean that's I will have that for lots of different games as well. Like I will have that for music from this game. I'll have it for music from Mario games. I think that's a pretty normal thing for a lot of people. Oh my god. He's fast. Oh. Fuck off. Don't leech my seed. You fucker. Why is Water Gun weaker than Bubble Beam? Kind of reminds me of a cartoon I used to watch when I was little. What, the Red Dead theme or this music? I'm trying to think of what this music reminds me of. The closest thing I could say is like, oh, you know what? Probably Mucha Lucha. It was a bad show. That was not a good show. It was Mucha Lucha. Oh. I enjoyed watching it too, but I was like looking back at it and I was like, not great. It was the first animated in Flash show broadcasted on television. So it does have that claim to fame. There's nothing wrong with that. It's stupid, but I love it. No, I mean that's completely fair. I remember it at least being better than Kappa Mikey, so I will admit that. And Kappa Mikey was just nothing redeeming about that show. Like it has cool ideas and it does nothing with them. Kappa Mikey was a Nickelodeon. Oh my fucking god. Let me see if I can actually look up what the show synopsis was. We're going to do Confusion on Ludicolo. We're going to do Hyper Potion on Umbreon. Because I need this fucker to get his health. Kappa. 19-year-old actor Mikey Simon is Japan's biggest anime star. The Ohio native wins a contest to star in Japan's once popular TV show, Lily Moo. Mikey takes Japan by storm, and the show shoots back to the top of the ratings. But Mikey is still a fish out of water in Japan, and his off-screen antics reflect that fact. But it was Arabic version, so a lot of cartoons were not there. Oh, seriously? Damn. Yeah, Kappa Mikey, it was, Kappa Mikey is about an American cartoon that goes to Japan. Like a American cartoon as in like animated in like the Flash style.
And then, of course, the anime style in Japan. I might want to redo the fight. Fuck. I have one more opportunity to catch Pseudo Wudo, but it's towards the end of the game. God fucking damn it. I was not expecting a crit hit out of you, Espeon. Oh my god, man. Sorry, that really just took it out of me. That just depressed me. Why are you stuck? You can't just drop down? It's too high up, I'm scared. It's like, it's a foot. Okay, maybe 2 feet. Snatch him, help. Asshole, help. Purification. Our fighting machines, yep. Process of restoring a shadow Pokemon back to its original state is known as purification. Exactly how a shadow Pokemon is purified is unclear. There appears to be several causes. We must eliminate reaction to these factors and create shadow Pokemon that will never revert back to their original purified forms. Okay. Sounds good, Dad. Macho Brace. Oh, that's an item that I'm supposed to give to the fighting type that I'm supposed to have at this point. Oh, no, it doesn't. That promotes growth but reduces speed. What's growth? Like, more experience? You're safe. Oh, and Plusle. Mirabee got away, but things are back to normal here. I don't know what to say. Forget it. We're all unharmed, that's good enough. Even Mirabee's been driven out thanks to Snatch'em. What's that? Feeling hungry out of relief? Okay, let's quit the moldy cavern, and quick. We owe you a great deal. If you were even a bit later, he would have been made a shadow Pokemon. That's horrible. I'm glad everything's fine, Papa, and Plusle too. Bro did backflips. Could you take Plusle with you? Plusle saying it wants to help you too. Yes, that's right. You can't let these criminals get away. We've got a cute and brave addition to the party. I got a Plusle that I'm never going to use. I intend to investigate the organization behind Mirabee. As soon as I discover anything, I'll be in touch. Which reminds me, I need your PDA number. I'll be in touch as soon as we discover anything. The PDA is also how you access your Pokédex. No, it's not. What the fuck? What? Do I not have a Pokédex? Or is the Pokédex in the machine? I need to see about this. Yes, that's very funny. There is no Pokédex in this game. What the fuck? Yeah, they give you a level 13 Plusle when you start with a level 25 and 26 Pokemon. What? Let's at least look at its stats. Hardy nature. Isn't that... I think that's actually a pretty decent one. High special attack, low defense, high special defense, high speed. No. Look at all these men we're not going to use. Oh, you know what? I think I need to go to... You two have done it. I got word from Duking's people. You wiped out Mirror B and his gang. Thanks to you, I want to thank you too. There's also bad news. Headquarter warns us there's a mysterious organization planning world domination. I don't know if it has any connection to Mirror B, but you should be careful. Don't do anything reckless. Okay. I found a jail key. Why do I have this? You could tell us obvious lies. We're not going to leave this safe place. You can tell us obvious lies. We're not going to leave this safe place. Okay. I understand. We're going to release Knuckles the Echidna from his enclosure. I don't know who you are, but thanks. See ya. I'm sure that will have relevance to something. Found TM46. Yeah, you could just, like, let these guys out of jail for no reason. Pokemon used to be different, man. What's this? I might be imagining, but the Tao's air feels somewhat less dirty. I can feel the presence of black auras coming from shadow Pokemon. There's nothing that eludes my notice. The key to freeing Pokemon from black aura, it is in the north. Up north, that's where my grandpa lives. Oh no, I forgot. I was on my way to visit Goompa. He lives in a gate village that's north of here. That being north may be no mere coincidence. Your answer may be there. He was a famous trainer when he was young. Maybe my grandpa would know something. About a government conspiracy with just newly corrupted Pokemon? No, he wouldn't know fucking shit, asshole. What are you talking about? He would just be like, oh, I was there banana pudding tonight. Here we are. This is where Grandpa and Grandma live. I love this area. It's one of my favorite areas. This village is home to trainers who were once considered experts, and of course they're Pokemon. I think it's too early for you people to settle here. Whoa, 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 whoa. As you can see, this is Boca Raton, but with more hills. Euregan's granddaughter. Come to think of it, he's been telling everyone you're coming to visit. He seems awful pleased. Son. I love Pokemon. Pokemon is my favorite game. This vibe is just unmatched. I love it. There's Ultra Balls. And there's a Silk Scarf. What does Silk Scarf do again? Item that raises the power of normal type moves. So I might want to give that to Espeon to make its normal attacks strong. You know what? Yes. Talk to you. When I looked into your eyes, excitement boiled over in my blood. What do you say, kiddo? How about a heated battle? Fuck you. Get fucked. Have you ever battled at the Phoenix Colosseum? Not long ago, I won a challenge and they gave me a TM. This place is a retirement village for senior citizens. For some reason, we see a lot of visiting young trainers. There seems to be a rumor that this village has a secret but sure way of becoming close to their Pokemon. It's called Crack. Let's see. We got 3 revives. We got 4 super potions. Oh, good. I can't sell you a scent since you don't have a cologne case. Okay. Let's do... We're gonna do 4 potions. It's Egan's beloved asshole, or was it asshole's beloved Egan? Which one are you? Wait, hang on. It's Egan's beloved asshole. That's a thumbnail. That's great. Uncle John. Asshole, you finally arrived, and you're with a friend too? It's hardly my business, but it pays to choose your friends carefully. Warg, harg, 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 harg. I'll shut up now. This is the daycare.
The Pokey Center.
I came to tap the knowledge of the villagers about Pokemon. After all, even though they're retired, they're all great trainers in their prime. Given up on battling, I've neglected. Seems I should be getting my health checked. Warg, harg, harg, harg. All right. Well, we're not going after Pseudo-Wudo again. I don't care. If I fail catching a Suicune, Entei, or Raikou, then I'm obviously going to be restarting those. It feels weird. I've never played it before, but almost all the places look familiar to me. I think that's just kind of like the general aesthetic from a lot of things from the 90s and the 2000s. It's an air of familiarity. I definitely know what you mean. We're going into the Hobbit Hole. Grandpa Egan, Grandma Bella, I missed you. Asshole! Oh! We heard that you were coming. When you didn't arrive, we were worried about you. You finally arrived. What held you up? I just had this terrible time. On the way here, I was abducted by creepy people. I was saved by Snatchum, who happened to be there by coincidence. Oh, my little slut of a granddaughter. Oh. Why would anyone want to harm Asshole? It's probably because I can't see those bizarre Pokemon. The Shadow Pokemon have been turned into fighting machines with Hearts of Darkness. Heart of Darkness? I fucking hated that movie. There's trouble! Egan, it's a serious situation. Some outsiders went into Relic Forest. What? Who were they? I don't know. They shoved me aside and... That's enough talk. It can wait. I'm off. Damn, Grandpa can go. Get out of the fucking way, dude. Let me see. That's fine.
We gotta go see what's happening over here in the Relic Forest.
No! Here comes another meddler. That old man earlier. He trampled me when I let him down when I let down my guard, but it won't happen again. You lost to an old man. You kiss your dad on the mouth? I don't know why I said that. We're gonna do... I'm not sure which is the best one to do here. Oh my god, hello, Space! How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. I hope you're resting and adjusting well. I hope you're taking it easy. We're just playing some Pokemans. Whoa! We're gonna do Surf. Do we do Surf again? No, I'm gonna do Bite on Sfeel, and I'm going to do Thunder Shock on Carvana. Oh yeah, Hajer, I guess it's been a hot minute since you've caught up with space. I'm feeling rested well and well caffeinated. That's good. If you don't want to like share like, you know, what you've been going through, I totally understand, but like I was hoping that like you were resting well after your operation and, you know, that you're doing well. Oh, I'm totally cool with sharing. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, like, he went in the process of, like, he moved and was taking care of his personal stuff. And then I guess his just appendix was just, his appendix had to come out. Which is absolutely just, I got surgery and get my appendix removed because it went rogue and tried to end me. Yeah, which I was looking up, like, reasons why that can happen. And it just seems like one of those just shit situations. But I'm glad that, you know, he got that taken care of. I'm glad he's still with us. I'm peachy now, save for the 3 grand shaped hole in my pocket. Fuck, tell me about it. I'm still waiting for the rest of my bills to come in so that I can pay off the, you know, I can pay off everything. You know, I've got a hole in my pocket as well from all the operations that I've had done. All the medical stuff, I should say. Oh, Space. I actually bought a game last night, and I noticed that it was a game that you've played before. My friends are wanting to play this game called Vampire Survivors, and I was watching them play it last night. It definitely looks fun. Would you recommend that game, though? Because one of them was like, oh yeah, that's a game you can stream, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. But which game? Vampire Survivor, I think it's called. It kind of looks like a roguelike, kind of like, it said that, the Steam said that it's a game that you've owned and you've played. It looks like, it kind of reminds me of Megabonk. It's like those roguelike, you know, just kill all the things that are coming your way. I did not account for there being 2 grass types. Vampire Survivors predates all other games that resemble in that fact. Yeah, I think I remember hearing someone say that Megabonk was inspired by Vampire Survivors. You can call it a progenitor. Yes, for sure. Yeah, I thought I would just ask you about it because, like, that might be a game that I might consider streaming down the line, but I'm unfamiliar with that type of game, so I'm undecided as of this moment. Like, I need to play it and experience it myself first before I decide to stream it. You know what I mean? But it was on sale for, I think it was only like 30% off. And I was surprised at how cheap it is. It's a very affordable game. Yeah, the thing that I'm dealing with these days, Inspired is carrying a lot of weight there, Megabonk, is basically what they call a clone in the 90s. Yeah, that is fair. I'm just dealing with, like, the thing that I'm dealing with these days is my back is just out. Oh my god! White boy! Alright, we're gonna switch to Quagsire. I don't know, I guess I'll give Quagsire some experience. Slam? Yeah, that's fine. Versus is fun, but I can't play it for more than 20 minutes at a time because it feels like it melts my brain. That's kind of what I was getting at. Like, my friends, I think, were doing co-op with it, and even co-op. It just looks like one of those games that I don't know if I can keep track of everything. I feel like my brain can only handle so much at a time. Check my Discord. Okay, cool. Roadblock attempt failed. All right, I think I've used Flaffy and Croconaw enough. I think I'm going to... No, not PDA. Please, game. I think I'm going to switch to Umbreon. I'm going to switch to Espeon. Because I need these guys to be higher levels as well. Like, I'm trying to do a rounded enough team while also making sure that everyone that I have is like a high enough level for the areas that I'm going to be going up to. Because it's one of those things that I could be using exclusively Umbreon and Espeon when it comes to this part of the game. But then if I get to that and those guys are decently leveled, but they are going to, you know, get knocked out in battles, if even one or two of my guys isn't a similar enough level to them, I'm just fucked. Oh my god. I forgot about you. Woman who hangs out on ceilings and drops down in front of impressionable youths and says, "Do you want drugs?" $4. $4 for drugs. We're gonna do bite on Ralts. We're gonna do return on Ralts. Is that Catwoman? It's like Catwoman's stupid sister. Cass Woman, because her name is Cass, you see. Whoa, and it evolved, and it's a woman. Oh, so Sentai coded. Oh. Perfect timing. Cosmic power. Oh, okay. We're going to do Bite on Baltoy. We're going to do Swift. Yeah, that's her now. Do you feel older? It'd be fucked up if this woman was Catwoman. She's like, yeah, I'm 32-year-old Catwoman. But she's actually like 50, and you can hear her bones creaking when she falls from the ceiling. And she's like, I did a superhero landing. She needs new knees. Why did I do Swift again? Am I an idiot? Unproven. Yet, but veritable. I just hope that these guys are high enough level for this. I'm shocked over this loss. Okay. Little boy, you're shockingly strong. Please don't call me that. I'm like 16. But... Oh, asshole, Egan's in a heap of trouble. What shall we do? What shall we do? Egan might be the mythical trainer, but he's pushing his luck if he thinks he could battle at his age. He literally just went through 3 different What? Look, it's Silver Boy. Who are you? What are you doing here? According to Wikipedia, Catwoman is 85 this year. And that's in cat years, so that is... Because a cat ages by, what, 5.6? So that's at least 15. Or is that like 14? I can see you are a senior citizen, but I cannot allow you to interfere with our affairs. You're the ones interfering, shady creeps like you. I'll personally run out. Someone old, so old shouldn't overdo it. Don't take me for a fool. I'll have you know I was once hailed as the most powerful trainer. That isn't all either. I have a comrade with whom I've been through thick and thin. This is the first Pokemon I got, and it's been with me ever since. Okay, Pikachu, we haven't battled this much in a while. Let's keep focused. So that's where Ash went after his retirement. He immediately turned into an old man. Scrub. Level 38. Oh my god. Level 50. Oh, well, the Shadow Pokemon isn't going to stand a chance. You could have started with the electric. Well, okay, that was your fault. There's no fucking way. You're an idiot. You know what? I'm glad your Pikachu's gonna die. He said, I'm depressed. Egan whited out. What does that mean? I see white everywhere. Didn't I already say an old man shouldn't overdo it? Grandpa, Pikachu. Big ass. That girl with her big ass. How dare you? You'll never get away with this. Ah, here's someone who may show me a more enjoyable type. Very well. On guard. Haha. Okay, scrub. Who calls you that? Scrub. Geodude, and why not? That's you. That's Space. He's a why not. I know that for sure. If he's a why not, I want to be a Wooper. Wooper's my favorite. Hell of a nickname, that. No, that's not her nickname. That's her name. Her name is Asshole. Chat decided that. God damn. He couldn't handle this boost. Oh, Moisty! There's a Shadow Pokemon. Her name is Asshole Leroy Jenkins. Lowered my physical attack, and it did a critical. Oh, so I didn't need to worry about that. Does he only have the 3? He has Clamp Pearl. I forgot about Clamp Pearl. Clamp Pearl is just a water. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. Please no critical. Please no critical. Please no critical. I'm so fucking pissed, chat. Oh my god. Electro Mouse Bespoke Peace Rat. I am not even kidding when I say this is the worst playthrough of Pokemon I've ever done, of like Pokemon Colosseum I've ever done. Every single Pokemon that is quote-unquote important to the story, I have failed to catch. I have captured every other Shadow Pokemon, except for the ones that actually matter to the story. Fuck. Whatever, man. I have been instructed to capture Celebi, then destroy the Relic Stone, but matters have not gone according to plan. I shall have to immediately inform Dakeem, who has gone to Map Battle. Why are you telling me this? He's a noob protagonist. He really is. Grandpa, are you okay? My Pikachu is dying. I am dreaming of big-bootied Latinas. Yeah, Pikachu, you can't say that. If your opponent was any ordinary Pokemon, you would have won. That was a Shadow Pokemon. Asshole and Snatchum, thank you for helping us. We should go home for the time being. You really had me worried. Please don't do anything so rash and dangerous again. I'm sorry, dear, but I couldn't have very well let them have their way. Those crooks, they said they were out to capture Celebi and destroy the Relic Stone. Might there be a connection between Celebi and Shadow Pokemon? Oh, that's not good. We came here because we thought you would know something, Grandpa. Sorry to disappoint you. Oh, didn't we have a stone tablet? It had something about the relic carved into it. They probably put it behind, like, their photo of their kids. While she's looking, you might try gathering more information about on Celebi. Go see an old man named Senilor. Senilor. He lives near the Pokemart down the hill. He lives near the Pokemart. Okay. There are characters in this game with names longer than 5 letters. I can feel my blood pressure rising, not good. Yeah, I feel that. Torchic. Wait, who did you say you were? You wanted to ask me, Senilor, about Celebi? Have no fear. Something that important, that's not going to happen. Let me start with the relic in the Relic Forest. Ancient lore, the relic is said to hold the power, time travel for Celebi. Mystical power is said to revive the most pleasant, most enjoyable memories of Pokemon. If only it worked on me and brought back my memories of my youth. Would you like to hear more? To meet Celebi, you must use an item called Time Flute. That's all one needs to bring Celebi to the Relic Forest. Celebi will surely cause darkness to flee from the hearts of any Pokemon. Okay. So then if I go back, I should be able... There we go. I finally found a small tablet. The tablet's been passed down through many generations. It's just an iPad. There are words carved into the small tablet. In a gate's mystic relic, Celebi's power, Celebi's golden shower, a heart imprisoned by shadows, the last odor shall be opened in the Hodor. The relic must have some effect on the shadow Pokemon. I'll leave it for you to determine that for yourselves. Okay. PDA received an email. Sorry, I had to sneeze. PDA just rang. Oh, I gotta click back. No, I don't want to read this stupid email. Thank you. We got big trouble. I got word of our people that Mount Battle is under attack by a mysterious group of thugs. Please, can you go help? We think it's the same group the one Mir B belonged to. We're counting on you. Okay. What? Those crooks are loose on Mount Battle now? That's awful. We can't let this go on. Let's go. Oh, wait. Grandpa, where is Mount Battle? To the northeast. You can see it in the distance once you leave the village. Hurry, asshole! Now that sounds well and dandy, but before we do that, we are gonna purify our men. It's time. We're gonna release them from their sin. Oh no, it sounds like the brother's awake. That fucker should be asleep right now. See! Purification of Shadow Pokemon has several factors. Appears to have power to boost the purification process. The Shadow Pokemon encounters a Celebi. It recalls how its heart was before being closed and reverts to its original form. Relic Stone of a Gate Village also appears to have the power to complete the purification process. These factors must be eliminated if our Shadow Pokemon plan is to succeed. Okay. Look at this. He's free. I'm expecting at least a level up for this guy. Regain the move Rain Dance. Elevate to level 31, 32. Oh, no! This can't be happening.
No way! He's alive! Best Pokemon. Best man. Best. Bespin. Obtained a ribbon. Would you like to give a nickname to Frogget? Nah, that's fine. We're going to do the same thing with Flaffy. I might be able to do it with the other ones as well. Oh! No! 2 straight evolutions. This is so crazy. Yay! Look at him go! I love him. He's good. I love Ampharos. Can I do it for any? It seems to be giving off a strange and fantastic power. So I cannot do it with the other ones yet. That's fine. Honestly, we're going to be switching out Quagsire and Slugma for better Pokemon once they come our way. Slugma is getting traded out for Entei because that's I don't make the rules. I need a good fire type, and Slugma is not going to be able to get it done for us. I wonder how bad Gen 10 will be. Yeah. As long as it's better than Gen 9, which is not really a high bar. But if it's better than Gen 9, I could be happy. Bless you, Jonathan. Hello, OSX dude. I like the little, I like the little hornet next to your name. How'd you get that? I actually gotta take a look at that. Badge was earned by subscribing to a streamer in the Hollow Knight Silk Song category during game launch week. Oh. I hope it shows off cool new region. I mean, the cool new region is definitely going to happen. Track, come on. That's fucking mean. You didn't do anything. Is there a way to untime somebody out? This is actually Oh, he's not even showing up for me now. Users in chat. Oh, it looks like it got undone. Okay, good. That was funny, I will admit. MiHoYo is making a cozy game along with its mon-catching game. MiHoYo. You know, I haven't been following. MiHoYo is what exactly? I guess I could look it up real quick. The Chinese gacha game company. Oh, they're the guys who made Genshin. Oh, so they're making their own Pokemon. They're trying to get into the PAL world. The PAL world game. My whole no joking. I believe it. I would absolutely believe that. Okay, chat. It was a hard day today. I'm really fucking this playthrough up. I was hoping I would have a 100% catch rate, and it's just not going the way I was hoping it would. We're doing the best we can. The next series of battles that we're going to be encountering is going to be a series of 10 battles that leads to our first big battle of the game. Feraligatr and Ampharos are underleveled
but I also think Umbreon and Espeon are also underleveled. So this is going to be a nightmare and a half. So I have no idea where to go with this. I have no idea what to do. I'm excited, though. I want to get back onto it, but I think that's where I'm going to head off for the night. I am needing to use the bathroom. I'm needing to take care of some stuff around the house. It was fun hanging out here, bro. Thank you. Have a great rest of your night. Absolutely. You have a good night, Hajer. I hope you're able to get some good rest. Bricklebork, again, thank you for hanging out. I realized I was supposed to send you an invite for the Discord. I could still do that. I'm glad I could show my face for stream today. And I'm happy you were able to just swing around too. I've been meaning to catch Puma's streams as well, and I've been meaning to it, but I'm always busy like right when he's streaming. But, you know, John, thanks for hanging out. Drac, thanks for hanging out. I don't know when I will stream again. I'm thinking it'll be sometime this weekend. So I will see you guys then. Have a good night. I'm going to post... That's a good one. Okay, take care.